You guys are 23 with ambition and with a vision. I was the same way, but I see you guys, you have a vision, you're resilient, and that excites me. If you guys don't drop the ambition, you guys stay resilient, I will make you guys multimillionaires. I will put you in the best position you guys will ever fucking be in. It's a promise.
He says it's a promise.
And I might be talking to you. Yeah, you, the one that's looking at this right now that maybe is thinking about getting into development, maybe is already in development, but don't know how to grow, right? How did a guy like me get into a 10-phase development? It was showcasing skill sets, right? Being loyal, being honest, right? And once again, embedding yourself in there and telling them there's nobody that's gonna do it better than me. And all they gave was an opportunity. Now we're gonna execute that opportunity. So if that's you and you wanna bridge that gap and don't know how to do it, that's what I'm here for. I'm gonna show you how this is our first big development project, how we're gonna execute it to create 10 more development projects in the future, all right? So come along this fucking journey because we're not stopping. If you guys haven't kept up with what we're doing down here, we've been slowly, progressively building a strong relationship with the Hartness family. Shout out the Hartness family. They stand for so many great things within the Greenville community. I got an opportunity from a close friend of mine by the name of Martin, who brought me in on this opportunity. During that time, we have went out, made relationships. They started with an initial 6 contractors to build this development, and never did they think they would be looking at out-of-state contractors, but here we are. We have applied our skill sets. We've showed them past projects, our relationships that we plan to bring into the community, and not the transactional relationship, but the long-term relationship we want to build with the family. That being said, I want to bring you guys along this platform. I challenge anybody watching this to look something up that is this big. And when I say this big, it's an understatement. This is a 10-phase development, currently in phase 3, going into phase 4, right? And you're talking lake homes, tracks being built, golf course, multiple training facilities, med spas, fire departments, boutique hotel, a farmer with local chickens to get all the homeowners' eggs. This is a self-sustaining community that doesn't need the outside world. Everything's internal, right? And we're so early in the stage that we get to show ourselves and execute what we bring to the platform and continue to show the Hartness family what we stand for. So super excited to be teaming up with them. And once again, shout out Martin for making this opportunity go. He has been working harder than anyone I know making this all possible. So none of this would be possible without Martin. And once again, you put Martin and I together and boy, do you got a fucking mess. I'm bringing you along the journey from the start of this project all the way to the end. And once again, how we bridge this one relationship and make it a long-term one here in Greenville, South Carolina. We plan to grow with the community. This is where I want to bring you in on my journey. I'm a kid from South Central LA speaking about a 10-phase development project. This might be you. Go out and explore the world. Go out and take that commitment. I didn't start in the development world. I embedded myself in there. I said, I don't give a shit who gets in my way. I'm gonna get into that community, and that's exactly what I've done. From successful entrepreneur to scaling a 9-self company, exiting and saying, you know what, I want to get into a lucrative industry. And as I was in real estate, prior to the development phase and investing, this is on a whole different level. I've got guys right now that've got $30 to $40 million in exposure in development projects that are asking what I'm doing right now. How did you get in there? How did you execute that? This is what you want to be at. You don't want to be on the turn and burn process of just building a house. That's an empty goal, right? You go, you build one house, you build 2, you go to the multifamily, and then you say, God damn, if I could be a part of a development project with an amazing team for the long term, tell me who the fuck wouldn't do that, right? And if you're saying otherwise, you're a fucking hater, and it's why you're not doing what I'm doing right now. So if you want more insight, continue to follow the journey, continue to follow the education, and we're gonna offer the opportunity for those individuals that are looking right now and said, damn man, I could do what he's doing. You sure the fuck can. You can do it. You can do it. Don't let anybody else say that you can't do it, because once again, I'm standing my fucking brown ass in South Carolina from South Central LA and executing shit. Not allowing my background, my skin color, my tattoos. I'm not making no excuse. All I'm doing is making an opportunity and executing it. So once again, if that's you, and you have an opportunity in front of you, or you want to make one, follow along the journey, man. You'll be surprised what you get from this game that I'm putting out.
Sheesh. The freaking tour of what Junior gets at the gas station. Hey, Liv.
Hey.
What's up? That's my right hand. We'll see what trouble we get into. 2 for $5 all beef hot dogs. So, a necessity. One thing about me, if you get a Gatorade, it's got to be the twist thing. It's got to. You got to get the squeezable Gatorades. The other ones don't taste the same. Y'all let me know if that's like a factual thing, because everybody I tell that to, they're like, I swear to God, that Gatorade tastes different. So, that, and then let me get some lemon chips. All right, baby, we have just entered the amazing Hartness development. Across from us is Boiling Springs Fire District, where the Hartness family, once again, they stand for such an amazing just loyalty. Just something you can't buy, right? A family of good morals and caring about the community. They gifted this whole fire department to the city, right? And of course, with it being on property, you know, the residents here get full accessibility. If anything tragic is to happen, they have their own fire department. But once again, this was 100% donation by the Hartness family for the Hartness development. Pretty cool, man. Pretty freaking cool. I mean, when you get to the point that you're able to give away fire stations, I think you've made it. So let's get to that point. The race team that they run over here called Thunder Bunny Garage. They have 50 plus lifts. I mean, they've got race simulators in here. And not only that, they have a maintenance team that is able to do simple maintenance, nothing intensive like tearing apart motors and stuff for supercars, but once again, oil changes, brake, you name it, anything simple maintenance related, once again, located on property. I plan, as soon as we start breaking ground, we'll logistically start trying to get a car over here. I know Martin's going to ship his Urus down here. He's got a wide body Urus, so I've got to be able to compete with a wide body Urus. So someone keeps hearing that Junior's in the market for an Aventador, so I think the Aventador might be making it out to the Hartness development. I cannot imagine myself in a better environment to what's about to be brought here, right? You've got guests like Jelly Roll. You have the CEO of Gatorade coming here. You have the CEO of Safelite Auto Glass. You've got all these important moguls that are living here, and you get to be here. You get to be in a self-sustaining neighborhood. And we'll be on the estate side. So as you guys see this development, it's broken into 3 different aspects. You have your cottages, you have your mid-size, and then you have your estates, right? The cottages, I think, range from 800 to 1,200 square feet. Then, you know, your normal specs, 1,500 to 2,500. And then anything above 3,000 is gonna be on your estate side. But it's different strokes for different folks here. And what I love about this community is that there's every type of demographic here, right? You can own a $300,000 property on here, or you can own a multi-million-dollar property. You can be a single retired 65-year-old woman or man, or you could be somebody in your mid-20s that has hit it real good in business and in life in general, and you get to be in a self-sustaining neighborhood like this, where you get to network and build relationships all day. You get to ride around in golf carts. You get to be a part of an amazing school district. And so someone like me, being a family man, super important. You know, you come here, they've got their own security. They've got everything here to ensure that the residents are protected and they have a good lifestyle that they're living here. You know, like I said, multiple gyms, multiple training facilities. They've got med spas here. They've got a boutique hotel. They've got it all. So it might be a rough day. You just need them massage feet, you know, and you're able to do it here. In my neighborhood, actually, they might do mobile services. You don't even know. But what I like about this is, and I want you guys to see this, it's important. You'll start seeing, they've been developing here for a while. Some of these places have been here for years, and you see the advancement in their development team, right? To where they started building to where they've progressed now, and their builds are only getting better. Which, once again, there's a lot more transparency with that. You know, usually people try to hide this or that, or work with this real estate guy, and they've got a whole different thing, but they're all on the same plan down here. And that's to ensure that the residents are happy, They build well. They're not trying to rip people off. You know, you get fair market value in this subdivision, and you get what you pay for at the end of the day. Is there going to be a little bit of a kind of ultra value ticket item here? Yeah, absolutely, because look at what you're getting. Right? You're getting peace, tranquility, infrastructure, and community. So this is Hotel Hartness, right? Hotel Hartness, there's a story to this. So this is not only just a boutique hotel, but a nationally ranked boutique hotel. Could you guys tell me why you think this hotel's so special? I'll let you know. This is all new. So they added to it. So you look at this and you kind of tell me what you think that was.
Somebody's home?
Yep. So that is Grandpa Hartness.
Wow.
That was his estate. So he built his house, he's raised his family and everything. He has now made it and added, I think, 75 rooms, and has now made it a niche boutique hotel room, which is where our suite and stuff's at. So this is where we'll be at. This is fucking dope. Yes, super fucking cool, man. And once again, like, where do you go and get that type of history, and you get to partake in such a big project that means so much to a family? You know what I'm saying? Like, this is you just, once again, I couldn't tell you guys or even make you guys understand it until you see what this means to this family. Like, someone lived there. Like, imagine this. He bought this when he was what you would consider at that time a billionaire, and he bought this fucking 200 plus acres that's now turned into over 500. But that was his home. That's what he built for his family. And now he goes, and their legacy as the Hartness family is their grandkids come in and say, this is our family. And if I ever get to touch just a little bit of that, man, I'd say that I don't think anything would make me any happier than to be able to drive in my own development and be like, I did this, and my kids drive through it, and their kids drive through it. That's the definition of a legacy. A lot of people that are too good for their own fucking good out there that says they don't believe in fucking legacies, well, you're fucking wrong, because this is a fucking legacy. This is something where a family name will live for fucking ever, and those people are like, oh, well, everyone forgets you when you fucking die. You can't forget this. You can't. Yo! What's up? Yeah, I'm gonna check in. I'm gonna wait right there, and then I'll go in there. Sexy man. I love that, dude. I love that motherfucker, man. I swear to God, and you'll always see Martin with a smile on his face. That guy has been through every trial and tribulation. Everything that 25 years of development can throw at you, he's done it, and he has survived. He has made it through the 2008 housing crisis. He has made it down to pennies in the account, and now we're here together. And it's just such an amazing opportunity to be able to team up with the guy that has so much passion for this industry. And not one time that I've ever met him that he makes an excuse or is upset about something. And there's a lot of things that have come his way that the least he can do is being upset, but he always says he looks at everything as an opportunity and a blessing. So that's something that I'm learning from, man. Him just being so resilient in this business. The real estate development game is not for the weak, and just to be able to be on his side and knowing that he's got my back, I'm all in, baby. I'm all in. So after meeting with my brother Martin, we had to spin the block with the team, shook some hands with local project managers as there's several live job sites going on. We got invited to walk some of these properties by the project managers. And as we walked through these homes, it only displayed the standard the Hartness family has set for the development in the area. And as we were walking through these properties, it was a gauging tool to be able to see structure, what aesthetics, what type of finishes they utilized. As we had a good insight of what the standard was, we were here to just create a metric system and ensuring that we never go below the standard but elevate the standard, which will be our objective, and everything in life should be that. We then got back in the car. We then met with the team and the method to the madness and all the pieces to the puzzle, ranging from Sean and his team, Martin and his national partners, ranging from hardscaping to Esmer Stone and the vice president, Mike, which was an amazing human being, to say the least. That then led to us at a roundtable meeting with no expectations, no demands, nothing to execute. All it was a meeting of the minds to ensure our visions aligned and we were all on the same page. And having a group of such amazing people in one room with the same vision just made this all feel so much better. Of course, great conversations and great opportunities led to us at Patterson, an amazing dining experience on site with amazing cocktails, amazing main courses, more importantly, amazing conversations to the future. So we are here at day 2 and we loaded up the Maybach of golf carts, had some 12s on them, but we kept them clean along the way. As you can see, beautiful estates. But we got the team together yet again, and this time our objective was to go and get a whole vision of the whole 480 plus acres on site. We took a beautiful drive through the property, which had walking trails, had your local farm, your firehouse department that's located on site. What better way to make your family feel safe for any medical emergency, knowing that there's a fire department on site. We then proceeded and walked several finished properties with high-end finishes, and we got a lot of creative ideas along the way, as they have set an amazing foundation here at Harkness and such an amazing standard of not just having your basic finishes. They ensure that every single project is overseen by the board and approved. And here we are walking just another staple of what they've built. And it was just an amazing property from start to finish. High-end finishes from stone, all high-end finishes from floating staircase, screen patios, beautiful, beautiful glass options, beautiful low voltage in the wine cellar. It was a very, very well thought out build. And I'm excited to bring you guys along day 3. What's up, everybody? As you guys can see behind me, this is day 3 at the Harkness development. And standing next to me is not only my business partner, but my brother that's made all of this happen and gave me the opportunity to take a piece of the pie, right? This relationship actually started via Gold Rush 2 years ago. Shout out to Gold Rush family. We started in Gold Rush and what ended to becoming a lifelong relationship. And now we stand here, going on 3 years since we've met, and we are tackling the biggest project that I've ever laid my eyes on, right? He's been in the industry for 20 plus years, right? He loves when I say that, by the way. 20 plus years, and to see a guy with so much experience in his 15, 20,000 square foot houses and seeing him get impressed by this and excited just made me want to jump on this 10 times more. So once again, Martin, thanks for bringing me onto this, dude, and giving me the opportunity to showcase my skills, what I bring to the platform and what you bring to the platform, and combining that and you know, bringing a juggernaut to this industry and shaking South Carolina up, right? They let the wolves into the chicken's den, as he likes to say, right? So that being said, I'm gonna pass it over to Martin so he can kind of go through the stages, the expectations, and what we're gonna do here at the Harkness development and the future, yeah, amongst others, and the future of what South Carolina has to bring for us.
Yeah, so as Junior mentioned, we met on the Gold Rush, and ironically, that year Gold Rush, we were in Greenville, South Carolina. We started our rally here. We fell in love with the area, came back a couple times and stumbled upon this development. It's 484 acres with a ton of potential, 10 more years of growth. The South in general is growing. I typically build on the West Coast. We're seeing a trend of everybody moving towards the South. Cost of living is better, quality of life is better, and affordability. And younger families are starting to move down. So we're on this property, on this project. We have another 300 plus acres left to develop. Future phases, commercial buildings, residential buildings, bring some more life, bring some changes, and set a new standard. Big thing is to elevate what's here. I mean, people do a really nice job, but we're going to show them something a little more special. So not only on the housing side, but as well as the subcontracting, from mechanical company to plumbing company to framing company to partnerships with tile manufacturers and window manufacturers and appliance manufacturers that are all excited to back us and work with us on this project. We have years and years of potential and hundreds of millions of dollars of profit that are on the table for the taking. Super excited to be working alongside my brother and getting this project moving forward.
Yeah, and just like he said, being able to just elevate the standard, right? This isn't about coming in here and trying to dismantle stuff. It's just creating and elevating the standard. And I couldn't be more excited to do so and to hyper focus on what he said as we're building here and generating a long-term project here. We're going to build a multi-facet trade company, right? Which will, once again, have the HVAC, have the plumbing. We're keeping everything internal. That makes our margins bigger. And there's gonna be a lot more to come. We're bringing you guys along this journey, and buckle up, because it's gonna be a fun one. January, breaking ground. So we come back January. This will be my 4th trip coming back down, and there's been a lot of weight being pulled to make all of this happen. And once again, the guy behind the scenes has been just, I mean, this started with him initially bought a lot, thought he could build on it, and they told him no. And he was resilient and said, well, I'm gonna make this happen. And he embedded himself with the Hartness family, and Martin just presented his skill set. He didn't have to sell himself. He's not much of a sales guy. He knows that he's good at what he does and the value that he brings, and they picked up on that, right? So super excited, to say the least. Come January, we're not gonna stop. We plan on doing 10 to 15.
10 to start, and then moving on to bigger phases. If you're watching and you're following what we're saying, one thing you can take out of this for free is the potential is absolutely endless. You set your mind to it, you go out, you hustle, you grind, you can do whatever. People can't stop you. They can't stop you, they can't tell you, do not take no for an answer. Keep grinding, keep pushing, find a way to make it work, and the potential is absolutely endless, unlimited. So
yeah, and once again, while you're watching this and you're on this journey, you're going to see the residential development side of it. We're gonna mix some commercial aspect to the game, and you get to see this from the ground, us breaking ground, all the way to going vertical, all the way to a finished product, right? And we get to showcase the type of quality that we're gonna build with. But once again, if you're trying to get into development, follow along the journey, because we're gonna be putting out so much education. And as we're growing the team out here, we'll be looking for people to join this team in South Carolina. That's another big expectation, right? We'll continue to bring assets to the table. So just stay tuned. Once again, it's gonna be a wild one.